Peace, love, and life, family. This is Essie the Homesteader, bringing you her first spring 2019 tour of the homestead, you guys. So everything is in full production right now, full germination, harvesting, and things of that nature. I'm still sowing seeds everywhere I go around this yard. I'm finding somewhere to put more seeds, y'all. So let's first start on the grow station, which is the unknown area where I called it the unknown. But they are peppers. I'm seeing peppers are forming. There's one right there which is looking like a jalapeno pepper. And everything is really doing well in this area of the grow table. So we have the first two rows, on the right, moving to the left, are peppers. And there is about 2 tomato plants growing here on this side. The first one in the middle is definitely a tomato plant. And then we got Uncle Ed Farmer 73 over here that's doing really well after he got pinched last week. And then we have the Roma tomato, the San Marzano tomato, and then we have the sweet orange peppers, and the California blend, and the California Wonder pepper. So everything on this side of the salad bar table is doing really, really well. Then over here, with some of the other grow pots, we had some carrots that tried to do the best they could do. I haven't had a really good turnout with carrots just yet, but I'm looking forward to a good harvest come fall. But for some reason, they still trying to push through. Then we had in this middle area where I had all my different varieties of salads that had went straight to bolt. Some of them just burnt up from the heat wave that we had like 2 weeks ago. And then I tried to sow some more seeds in some of them to get some more salad growing. And they tried to do something. Then we had the Japanese spinach over here and the baby leaf spinach. And we had the little Prince eggplant back there that is finally trying to do something. So I don't know if it got too hot too quick, and maybe that's why the seeds didn't germinate. I don't know, but things are trying to do something now. Then we had the 2 grow pots over here, which I had sowed some peas in here. I think it was sugar snap peas. And again, they tried to do something, and they still pushing through. I do see some sugar snaps over there. Not much, but there's something there. Then we had the other 2 grow bags with some carrots, still trying to do something. I may get about maybe a handful of carrots. Then we had these white pots that were filled with a variety of lettuce that I was able to get a harvest, I think, out of 3 of these buckets, and then the rest of the buckets went to bolt. And these buckets, I re-sowed some seeds in here, which was the sugarloaf, which is trying to push through something as well. So that is the update over here on the grow station. So now let's get into these raised bed areas. Okay, so let's start over here, which everybody is pretty much familiar with, and that is that prolific squash over here. As you can see, I sowed more seeds in this area. There was, I think, Black Beauty that didn't germinate, so I threw some more seeds out here, which was some type of zucchini and a prolific. Then I came over here to the other raised bed that was full with lettuce. I mean, not lettuce, I'm sorry, spinach and curled kale. So I re-sowed some seeds in this one. So this is becoming my second sowing with this raised bed, because I already harvested all my spinach and curled kale. So we got the green zucchini growing over here, and we got more prolific squash. Let's come back here where I harvest my 10 pounds of potatoes. I'm undecided what I'm going to do with this raised bed, so if you guys have any suggestions, make sure y'all comment below. I'm thinking about putting some more sweet potatoes in this raised bed. I'm going to amend the soil, build it back up, put some more nutrients in it. I've been doing the chop and drop, as y'all can see, just throwing them in there, the leaves and everything like that. I haven't even been running to the compost bin. I've just been throwing stuff in here. So over here, I had sowed some more seeds. So we got some more cucumbers growing. And then I think it was last week or the week before, I threw some more seeds in there, put some more stuff in there. Then we have tomatoes, and I believe I put cucumber seeds in there as well. Then we have another tomato. There's 2 plants in that one. And then we have about 3 tomato plants in here. And this little one right here, I just put him in the pot today because he was over in the area where I was cleaning up and I was throwing stuff out. And he's just not wanting to, he's a diehard. He said he ain't going nowhere. So I said, let me take a chance and go ahead and put him in some soil, more soil. So this was one of 2 of my casualties. I have no idea why my kiwi died. I don't know if they got burnt up. They seem to have been thriving. When I first up potted them, they was traveling up the fence, and then next thing you know, they looked all burnt up. So I don't even know. So that's the update with them. And let's get over here, you guys. I want you guys to see what these sweet potatoes is doing. Y'all see that? And let me come in closer, y'all, because the ones that I put are the whole potatoes. Y'all see all them slips forming right there in that soil? Y'all see that? I'm not even going, I don't think I'm going to take those off. I think I'm going to leave them in there and let them continue to run inside the soil, as well as this one. Y'all look at that one. Isn't that something? So I still have a few slips. I think they're on the deck, and I think I'm going to put them in that raised bed over there and just see how they do in the raised bed. That'd be my first time sowing sweet potatoes in the raised bed. Okay, so let me show y'all this. So here are some of the slips that were starting on my potatoes, and I just threw them bad boys in some water, and as you can see, they started rooting. So those is going in the raised bed too. Yep. Okay, over here, that is my grapevine that is doing really well, but I believe it's attaching itself to my cantaloupe. Now I'm still waiting to see some fruit on the cantaloupe. It is it's sprawling out. The leaves are looking beautiful and healthy, but I don't think I've seen any fruit yet. Just a lot of beautiful flowers. So that is the update on the grapevine and my cantaloupe. And again, remember I told y'all, let me see if I can get in here, I put 3 grapevines in this area, and y'all see the other one that's coming up, and that one there is actually shooting out towards, it's climbing outward, which is really weird. So I'm gonna have to train him to go upward. Let me see if I can get in there a little bit better. Y'all see that? So he's coming outward, so I need him to go that way. And there's a third one down there that hasn't done anything yet, but I think he will eventually. Okay, here's my bean bucket, which I did see some more beans on here when I was walking around. Where them beans at? I know I saw some beans somewhere. Looks like a brand new bean, but he in there somewhere. But anyway, that is my bean bucket. And there is my tomato bucket, which has 3 tomato plants. And y'all see how well it's doing? I have 3 bamboo stakes in there. I know for a fact that one on the right is the Roma, because it has that teardrop shape. And then I'm not too sure what these are, but they are thriving, and it's a whole bunch of them in there, y'all. Okay, so tomatoes are doing well. Then over here is my other cucumber vine plant, and I did harvest 2 cucumbers off of this bucket area. Oh, matter of fact, look, there's another one right there. See, sometimes you don't even see them right away. Yep, there's another one. So this plant seems to be doing well, and this is my other bean plant that I harvest off of the early part of the week. Is creating that beautiful trellising flower stuff going up. Looks really nice. So let's go over here, and I think I'll take y'all to the other raised bed area. Let's get on over here first. So y'all saw I did a video the other day about my wife beater hammocks. Those watermelons are doing really well. I think they're more comfortable now. Took some of that strain off those vines. And everything over here is doing well. So you have my cucumbers, different variety. And matter of fact, I need to get out here and sow some of these lemon cucumbers, as you can see. And right in here, see that right there? Lemon cucumber. And then there's another one right over here. Let's see. I need to get those out. And then we have the zucchini bucket. And I was able to get one zucchini, and there's another one in there. Then we have, I forgot how many. I have the green zucchini and the crookneck in this bucket here. And that one is doing good. And again, another cantaloupe plant that I took off of the grow station, my salad bar station. And again, it's sprawling out, but I haven't seen any fruit yet. So this is my first time growing cantaloupe. Okay, you guys? So I did harvest some of my red onions, which didn't get too big, but I cut off the bottoms of them in this raised bed. I cut those up and used them. And then we have this other crazy looking one that is probably ready to be harvested as well. So those are my red onions. And let me give you guys an update on the green stalk. Now, I think I did a video telling y'all that my first seeds that I sowed didn't germinate, so I did another round. Now I was walking around the other day on the outside of the raised bed, and I noticed that I had some seeds that germinated in here. Finally, there's some more over there, and I believe it's more salad mixes over here, lettuce. I'm not sure why it took so long for this to germinate, but it has nothing to do with the green stalk. I think it was the weather. Let me see, up here we do have some germination. Let me see if I could get up in there for y'all. We do have some germination up here, and this is where I sowed the yellow pear, but not every slot has germinated. So let's see. And see down there we had some, but not every slot. So I'm thinking there's some right here behind. Let's see if I can get it in there for y'all. So there is some germination, but not as much as I want. So I'm thinking about coming back and sowing more seeds in here, because I really want this filled up with food. Okay, so over here is I think it's a variety of 4 different green beans, which are the yellow, the purple, and the green. So y'all know I've been harvesting off of here. This is where the turtle was. Some of it is dying back, and some of them are still in full bloom, and a few beans that need to be harvested in this area. Then we had the purple bean area, the blue bean area, and green. All of these are doing well. They're not birthing out much, but they're there. Okay, so over here is that okra, y'all. And when I step back is when I really see them. When I step back and, you know, thoroughly go around, you probably can see them from here. I see 2 right there, and then another 2 right there. Yeah, something told me they will be out today. I didn't harvest yesterday, so it's like every other day I gotta get out here and get them, y'all, because they get real big and they get real tough. So I'm learning as I go along on this journey that when they get really, really big, those I'm gonna start leaving on so they can go to seed, because those things, it's even hard to cut them. So when they too big, they staying on the tree, whatever they call it, the stem. Okay, so that's the okra, y'all. Okay, let's get over here. And this is where I had sowed a lot of tomatoes. It's probably 2 tomatoes in each one of these blue buckets over here. And I had to stake this one up yesterday because she was falling over. And I'm gonna have to put 2 stakes in this one as well. And as you can see, we got tomatoes on these over here. You know what Uncle Ed said the other day, when you feel something and you say, oh, something, I think something crawling on me, and it is. Well, yeah, that's what's happening right now. Something's crawling on me. Hold on, y'all. Okay, so there was some more tomatoes over here. And again, I forgot what varieties is over here. I know I'm just going to have a whole bunch of different tomatoes. That's what I know. So those are my 4 buckets, 3 buckets that's up against here. And then let's get over here, you guys, because I'm super excited about the baby pool area over here. And this is where I sowed the sugar snaps. Y'all see the germination going on over here. And back there is where I sowed some more black beauty. I haven't seen anything germinate back there. I think I put like 3 to 4 seeds back there. But you can see all the sugar snaps are germinating in a lot of different areas. So that's good. And let's get y'all over here with my beautification. Y'all see my beautiful flower pots that I made? The flowers is looking really happy. And I thought these would be really nice in the yard. It looks really pretty. So I'm very happy with my flower pots and my beautiful flowers. Something that I don't really grow a lot is, you know, beautiful flowers. Okay. So I did tell you guys, I think something is going on with the blueberry. Seemed like they started burning in the buckets. Now, that's on both sides. They was doing so well when I first potted those up. Doing really well. And then all of a sudden, they seem to be burning or something. I have no idea. But all the blueberries back there, over here, they're doing fine. Those were my marigolds. I still haven't gotten any marigold flowers yet, just the greenery, the evergreen. They really got burnt up, and then they tried to bounce back. Okay, over here is my 3 pots of my green collard tree. Now, something went wrong here with 2 of them, and the middle one is standing strong. I really think that these guys got burnt up. So if I order them again, I'm gonna leave them on my deck. I think it's too hot for the purple tree collards. Something is not right with them. Okay. All right. So that's the update on the purple green collard trees. So this middle one, I'm gonna actually take this one to the deck and give it some shade. And I might even cut these all the way down just to see if they still have some life in them. But when I order those again, I will definitely need to keep them in a more shaded area, because this area right here the sun is beating very hard. Okay, you guys. So let me give you guys a nice full shot of my beautiful flower pots, my Portland cement draped flower pots made out of towels. All right, you guys, so here's the biggie. All right, guys, y'all see that? That is my straw bale gardening. It is in full germination with super sweet tomatoes, the yellow pear going all the way around. It is doing super well. Black cherry, the tiny Tim. I can't wait to see the tiny Tims and taste them too. So that is the right side of the straw bale garden, and I'll go back to the right so y'all can see it again. But it is in full germination, y'all. This is super exciting to come out and see. Yep. It is doing really well. And what I'm thinking I'm going to do is give it a shot of some 511, some fish in motion, and get them off to a great start. And let me share this with you guys for the ones that want to try this straw bale gardening. Okay, well, let me show you this first. So what I had to do, because this one rope had popped, and I remember that when I first came out a couple of days ago, it was separating. Let me show y'all. Y'all see that separation right there? Okay, when you're setting up your straw bales, you want that as tight as possible. So you can easily use the cinder block, or you can use a T-post when you set them up, and get them nice and tight and snug, because they call it tipsy. They will get tipsy after a while. And being that my rope down here had popped, it really began to separate. So I had to think quick, snatch these cinder blocks, push it back together, and tighten it back up. Okay, so the natural process of it is to get tipsy. They do get tipsy. That's why when you study the book, they teach you to set them up like with the cinder blocks or with the T-posts. Okay, and when you buy your straw bales, try to make sure you have, make sure you have 3 of these ropes to be on the safe side. Mine only had 2, but try to get the ones that have 3, okay? And when you set them up, you want them nice and snug, okay? So, because the older they get, the more they're gonna break down, okay? You guys, y'all got that? So let's get over here to the left side. Okay, you guys, so here we have more seeds that have germinated, which is the Tiny Tims again. So this area is going to be looking so cute and colorful with the Tiny Tims. And this one is in full germination as well. And then we have the black cherry again over here. And then we have some more over here. And this is the last side that I sowed the seeds in, so I believe that's why these are not in full germination, even though there is still a lot of them that has germinated. Okay, there's I would say probably maybe about 9 plants here. Yeah, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, about 6 to 9. You gotta really look in there to see them sometimes, but I see like the little tiny one popping out, so a lot of times you'll walk away and then you'll see it, like that little one back there. I didn't even see that one back there. See that little one right there, and right there, over here. Yeah, sometimes when you step back, you'll see more. But yeah, you guys, the garden is in full production. There's all my blueberries back here that are doing well. And this is my Little Prince eggplant. It took a long time, but finally has germinated. There's the beautiful pots again, you guys. I forgot the name of these flowers already. Just sold them and forgot. All right, you guys. Give you guys a look this way, so you can see everything's in full production. So okay, you guys, let's get out here to, and let me tell y'all what I had to do. Y'all know the snapper turtle was in here, and I don't even know which way he got out, but I had to pick all my vines up that was sprawling out with the watermelon and the cucumbers and put them up before he started snapping all my stuff. Yeah. Okay, so all right, you guys, here we have the area where I was getting a lot of beans from, and we still got some in here, but as you can see, a lot of it is dying back. So I'm doing the chop and drop method, pulling them out, just letting them lay there and decomposing right there. And there's still some harvest that I can get out of these. And over here with my mini trellis, everything is doing really well. I think there's some more cucumbers in here that I can get out, but I'm gonna leave them on. I think it's about 3 of them. So let me bring it back so y'all can get a nice view of the mini trellis. And over here, we had that area where I planted leeks on the far right. No leek seeds germinated over there. Then we had this sugar snaps. Some germinated. Then we had the early long pea plant, which finally germinated, and I think it's about maybe 4 early long plants that has germinated over here. Then we had maybe about 5 tomato plants, the Roma and the Best Boy. They are looking very happy in here. I pruned them back, and I'm gonna prune them again because I don't want those leaves touching that soil. Y'all know they get diseased real fast, so I'm coming here again and chop them bottom stems off. But let me show y'all the early long over here. There's that early long, and there's another one right there, and here's another one right here. But those beetles, I've been coming out like every evening spraying the beetles because they are out here. Okay, so that is the keyhole raised bed where the cucumbers and tomatoes are. All right, let's get over here to the other raised bed that I had the spinach in as well that got burnt up, and I sowed some more seeds in here. I did the Tiny Tims, the Sugar Snaps, and the Little Prince again. So Little Prince, I don't see anything just yet, but as far as the Sugar Snaps, I'm seeing germination with the Sugar Snaps and a little of the Tiny Tim. They're very little down there, you guys, so I don't know if you're gonna be able to see them, but I can see them. So hopefully by next week, this whole raised bed will be filled up with some germinated seeds. And let's see what else. What I did do, I don't know if you guys noticed that I used the leftover fencing and made a little trellis in this area on the far right of this raised bed. And what I did do was I used the leftovers and I closed it in. Y'all see what I did? I closed it in because something is running through there, and I don't think it's my dog, but it's probably the deers. So I closed it in on that end. Didn't have enough for the other end, but I thought it look cute doing it though. So yeah, I closed that in. So coming on this angle, I see there's a Tiny Tim right there, y'all. All right, y'all wish me luck with these Tiny Tims. And I think I see some more over there. Like I said, you have to step back and really scan with your eyes, but they there. Now I'm seeing I see like 4 now. Oh no, more. Look, right there, and over there, and over there. Okay, so it's doing something, y'all. It's gonna be full blown germinated next week. Okay, so let me get over here and show y'all the update on the mini orchard. Okay, so this is where the dogs, not the dogs, this is where the deers attacked my multi-grafted cherry tree. Let me get him off of here. Get off. And it's crazy because I keep spraying, and they just keep coming back, the Japanese beetles. Okay, you guys, let's get back to the video. So as you can see, the flowers are bouncing back. So they are blooming again after the deers and snapped them off and everything. And I put that barrier there. I think I showed you guys the other barrier that I did on the cherry tree. They never mess with the multi-grafted apple tree, which is doing really, really well, you guys. I might even try to get to Lowe's to get another, I'm going to have to get 2 rows of the fencing again and do my best to protect them, the trees. But the multi-grafted apple tree is doing very well. They never attacked this yet. I don't want them to. So, but the beetles is bad. Those beetles is bad. They eating the leaves. They sitting on each other's backs. I don't know what they doing. They getting on my nerves. So that's the multi-grafted apple tree. And she is thriving. Now y'all remember I told y'all they got to the other multi-grafted tree. But they had, this one was passing the apple tree. And y'all see it's bouncing back. I'm happy she's bouncing back. I'm so happy that they didn't tear, like literally tear my scions off. That would have been detrimental to the tree if they would have did that, you guys. So I'm glad that the scions are at the bottom. Y'all see that the scions is at the bottom. So I'm glad they're down there and not all the way up here, because that would be very bad if they snatched the scions off. All right, you guys. So that is the update for the Essie's mini orchard. Let me give you guys a shot that way, and then I'll turn you guys this way so y'all can get the full view of the homestead. And you see the black shade cloth, you guys. I'm gonna figure out a way to drape those shade cloths to protect the fruits and the vegetables and keep them from getting overheated. I think there's a good way that I can hang it and just drape them over on each side and make like a little tunnel or something. I even thought about using the shade cloth and close it up at night to keep the deers from running in, because see what they doing is coming through the trellis area and they snapping off my leaves. That's what they doing. So I might just do that. All right, you guys. So that is my update on what's happening on Essie's homestead, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace.